Hello viewers and welcome to my new video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about an unfortunate comment or entry, if you like, on X, formerly known as Twitter, made by Daniel Eek, who is the owner and the founder of Spotify. Now, why is this controversial? Because this has been already kind of in the press, in the media, and also on social media. And I am a little bit late to this. It happened about a month ago from me making this video. However, I just wanted to make my own contribution and sort of share my thoughts and then invite you to a conversation and a debate to see what you think about this. So what sparked this debate is the comment or the entry, if you like, the post of Daniel Eek on X, in which he says, "Today, with the cost of creating content being close to zero, people can share an incredible amount of content." Right? Now, this is problematic because obviously he's, or in his mind, the cost of creating content, and I presume that involves music, is close to zero, right? Which obviously is completely untrue, and we independent artists, DIY artists, we all know this very well, how much it costs in terms of, for example, buying gear, buying equipment, in order to have all these things. Even if you make your own records at home, you need to have this equipment to allow you to do so. So all these things obviously cost money, but also there's obviously your time input, isn't it? In order to make content, in order to be engaging with your fans, with your subscribers, with people who watch either your videos or listen to your music or anything like that, you need to spend a long time and put a lot of time, energy and effort into making these things. Obviously the time spent on creation itself, so I'm just talking about music creation now. So from a concept, from having an initial idea about a piece of music, then you want to turn into a song, a proper song that then will become a version that is going to get recorded and then released. Obviously, how much money does that cost? How you need to have all the time. Sometimes you have to pay other people. If you want to record it at the studio, for example, you have to pay for that. So there's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot of cost involved. So I suppose a lot of people have become really annoyed and cross with that post, because obviously they feel like it's coming from a billionaire who is probably very detached and doesn't have that kind of finger on the pulse sort of idea in terms of how much these things actually cost. And I also think that especially in the climate that we are in, and in his own company actually being like the one of the main actors in this realm. And I'm talking here about how little platforms like Spotify actually pay artists per stream, which is incredible. Makes it incredibly difficult to make any kind of a living, or under which you could sort of provide for yourself, or if you have a family, provide for your family just from, say, making music and releasing this music for streaming, because you have to get really, really big. Even if you have a substantial amount of fans who stream and listen to your music, you need that needs to go into sort of millions of people, So this obviously comes at the same time that the companies like Spotify and similar streaming platforms almost sort of exploit the artists, the musicians at the other end, whilst making huge profits. These sort of smaller artists make very little out of that. So I think that's where that outrage also comes from, So this is all I've got to say on this. at the moment, but like I say, I do agree with those comments in terms of, you know, how, you know, what is going on here, you know, how little does a person like that think about music creators or content creators, for example. You know, I think it kind of shows a lot, and it uncovers a lot in terms of the way of thinking. But please let me know in the comments what you think. What are your views on this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.